We are live. We are live. Hello, everybody. Happy, joy. Happy paper people. We are live. Today is Wednesday, which is not a typical live day for us, but you never know. You never know. We're going to throw in more lives all the way around. Let's say hello to whoever's here. Margie. Hello, Margie. We got our brand new join the YouTube membership club button up just a short while ago. And Margie, Queen Victoria, is our first new member. Yay. Thank you, Margie, for your support. Right behind her was Miss Sylvia, second new member. So excited. Thank you, Sylvia. Appreciate that. And I'm really excited about this group. Low price, everybody the same price, unlike Patreon. I think this is going to be a lot more fun and a lot easier to do. What?
Margie already put in money.
Oh, Margie. Oh, I think she's donating towards retreat because this is all about retreat. Thank you, Margie. Yes, she has a star. Sylvia has a star. Thank you. Margie has activated our super chat because she's a super chat kind of girl. We appreciate you. That's right. I am Marianne with Happy Paper People, for those of you who are new to our channel. And with me is Dawn Marie, otherwise known as DM. She is one of our admin team at Happy Paper People. And I do want to give just a queen, please. I want to give just a minute, a chance for people to come in. I know that got to have an opportunity once we go live for the notification to pop up on people's devices so that they can join us. We have a lot of new members recently, a lot of people interested in retreat. So I thought it would be important for us to have a live, go over all the down and dirty details, answer all the questions. And I kind of held off on doing this until after my recent surgery. Hi, Penny. A lot of you know I had surgery, had a shoulder replacement, and I kind of held off waiting to see exactly how that went and make sure I was going to be up to retreat. And I am. It went great, and I am up to retreat, and I am so darn excited for this retreat in October. So couldn't wait any longer. It's time to have this live, to talk about it, to get the word out, to answer questions. I need to make sure that my audio, oh, look at you go with your drink. Let's see. Speaker.
Well, if I had a Happy Paper People t-shirt, I would be wearing it.
Oh, you weren't at that one.
No, I was at it.
You were at
but
that
it doesn't
one.
Yeah, it didn't work out. It was one of those that got messed up. So but that's okay.
Doug wears mine usually. Yeah. Those were some great mugs. I don't know what else to call them.
Cups,
giant
whatever.
Drink cups at one time.
It's my favorite one.
You, Penny. I love that it keeps everything cold or hot forever.
Yes, it's the best one for that.
Yeah. So we want to talk about retreat, share the information, mug, shirt. Hi, Jen. Hello. Hoping that a lot of our new people will be able to pop in. If you have joined us in YouTube, pop into chat and say hello, just so we know you're here. Even if you're working along retreat, even if you're working, cooking dinner, or crafting, or painting, or whatever you're doing at the same time, and won't be able to chat a whole lot, that's okay. We do understand that, but pop in and say hello, just so we know you're here. It's kind of nice to be able to say hey to people and know who's hanging out here with us. That's a lot of fun. So let's see. Jen has been to retreat. Penny has been to retreat. We got to get Sylvia to a retreat. Just imagine the 4 is not there. I did, Margie. So I said retreat, but no 4. Hi, Carrie. Oh, Carrie's from Salem, Massachusetts. Jen, your neighbor, kind of, sort of, pretty close. Jen, Katie Fiddly Bits there. Jen is in New Hampshire, Carrie. So you guys are pretty darn close up there. Am I thinking right? Yeah. Carrie, you're in.
Yeah, she's on the North Shore.
No, Carrie, you're in Salem, right? I'm remembering correctly, I think. I think. Yeah, only a couple hours away. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a long way to drive. Jen took 3 weeks off last year and drove. She took a week vacation. Her and her mom, they drove down to Retreat, spent a week here at Retreat, and then drove back and just made a really nice casual vacation out of it. But if you don't have 3 weeks, hop on a plane. It'll be a lot faster and enjoy your week here. So glad to meet you, Carrie. And I'm really glad that you were able to make it. So hoping that some of the other people who wanted to come in and get the details are going to be here really soon too. I know if I get started and in 5 minutes, everybody comes in, then I'm going to have to go back and repeat a lot. And that gets irritating for some people who are already here. So that's why I'm kind of just holding off for a couple of minutes. It was not leisurely. Well, maybe not with a dog in the car with you.
And then a second one on the way back.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she went home with a second dog, a dog that was twice the size of the first dog.
Yep.
Sylvia's sister's in Vermont. That's not far up there too. And Sylvia's over here in Washington, the West Coast. 12 to 14 hour drives every day. Boy, that was a lot of fun, Jen. And I think she did most of the driving herself. And so I think Jen has tucked in the back of her head, next time I'll fly.
Yeah.
29 pounds. And then Lily that she came back with is 110. Yeah, that's
5 times
a big difference. A big difference in size of dog. Oh, that would be a long road trip.
I'm East Coast. I'm in North Carolina, yes. But I was born in Massachusetts, grew up in Maine, and then went to college in Massachusetts. So,
oh my gosh, there's a lot of Massachusetts connection.
I'm a South Shore girl, though.
Yeah.
But I've been to Salem many times.
I don't know Massachusetts well. So, like, what town would be South Shore?
South Shore would be anything south of Boston. So it would be Quincy, Braintree. It goes all the way over to Foxborough, which is where the Patriots play.
Okay.
And down until you hit the Cape Cod. That's South Shore.
Okay. I've been to Boston. I cannot do the accent. If I try, you'll just laugh. Because I'm horrible. I'm horrible at those accents. Yeah, but I've been to Boston. I love Boston. Pittsburgh. My mind just went blank. We have somebody in Pittsburgh. Who is in Pittsburgh?
Thinking.
Why did my brain? I swear we have somebody. Oh my goodness. Somebody who's very active in the group, maybe even they didn't come to retreat.
No. Cards.
Oh, Jill is in Pittsburgh. Duh. Jill is in Pittsburgh. Yes. And her son is getting married. So she can't come in October, but she is planning on coming in April. In fact, she was in Utah just this past month on a long vacation, hitting all 5 national parks, and it was blown over by the nature out there. It is pretty awesome, pretty overwhelming. But so Jill's in Pittsburgh. My goodness, there is a lot of connection among everybody here. That's really awesome. So let's go ahead and slowly work into this. So those that are watching on replay won't have, forever.
Yeah, because we're 10 minutes in. So
10? Wow. Okay, then let's get started. Penny's becoming a mama in October. Is that like a grandma? I think it's a grandma. Oh, congratulations, Penny. Oh, I know. I knew that. Her daughter.
Hi, Casey.
Hey. Casey was at the last retreat. So, okay. So let me take just a minute for anybody who is new or you're watching on replay. Happy Paper people, if you have not joined the Facebook group, please come on over and join the Facebook group with us. It is Happy Paper People with Marianne, the exact same name as on the YouTube channel here. Follow the YouTube channel or subscribe to it, hit the bell, so that you can get notifications when we go live, because we do a lot of lives, and we love audience participation, and we love involving our members that want to coming on live with us. But let me introduce you to some admin from Happy Paper People, so that if you are new to the group, you can get to know everybody a little bit. With me here tonight is DM, Dawn Marie. She's from North Carolina, and she is admin in the group. And she's on with me tonight because she is my retreat right arm, my RRA. So for the retreats, she is most definitely my right arm and hand. No, this time you might be my left arm because of the shoulder replacement.
Oh, true.
So
yeah. With arms.
She comes early and helps me with prep. She stays late and helps me with after effects. Helps me work on a lot of things. It's a lot to do for a large group on a regular basis and get it all done. So I really appreciate her help and her willingness to do that. So that's why she's on with me tonight. But we have in chat a bunch of admin for Happy Paper People. So let me introduce you first to Ms. Queen Victoria, otherwise known as Filuk Family Feline. Did I say that right or backwards? Filuk Feline Family. Oh, come on, Margie. Just say hey in there. AKA Margie. Fifi. F-E-F-E. Fifi. Feline Family. Oh, it's just easier for me to call her Margie. So, yeah. Also known as Fifi or Margie, whatever you want. She's giving you the queen wave here. I'll do it for you. Got to get in front of the camera there. There you go. There's the queen wave for you, Margie. That is Margie. We also have in chat Miss Sylvia. Oh, Margie's in Wisconsin, by the way. And I know we have some new members that are from Wisconsin, although I don't know for sure which cities, Margie. And I won't say yours out loud, just, but we can connect people when we find out. We also have Miss Sylvia. Miss Sylvia is on the other side of the country. DM is one coast, East Coast, and Sylvia's on the other coast. She's in Washington State, outside of Seattle, Tacoma. Was it physically essential for Marianne this last retreat? Yes, she was, with my shoulders being the way they were, and not to mention the hips and knees that have been replaced. Yeah, she's like my little sister that I call on to do everything, right? So Sylvia, wave or say hello or something. I assume you're still here. We also have in chat, I see Sarah. Sarah is one of our newest admin members. Sarah Tooker. She was at the last retreat. And Sarah is in Ohio. And I believe we have some new members in Ohio as well. And let's see, Jen. I believe Jen is still here. Jen Katie Fiddly Bits. Jen and Katie are both artists. Katie is Jen's mom, and they are both artists. And so they kind of do some of their website and Etsy and things together. So that YouTube would be inclusive. Jen, Katie, Fiddly Bits. So Jen is from New Hampshire, and yeah, another East Coast. We're like back, forth. More on the East Coast. Let's see, who else from admin is here? Anybody else from admin in here? I don't think Carrie's here yet. Carrie is in Colorado. Carrie with a C. We have Carrie with a K here. I'm just scrolling back, but I think that's all the admin that's with us right now. So Casey Street has been here. Casey has been to retreat. And Casey and Michael came last time, which was tons of fun. And Yeah, my puppy Lucy, who is a boxer, she's kind of our mascot. She and Michael became best friends, and Michael put on rollerblades, and they rollerbladed all around the basketball court and had a fantastic time. So, and played pool. She became obsessed with pool with Michael playing. So
Yes.
lots of fun. And Penny was at the retreat before that, and wow, was that a treat having Penny there? 2 times before. Yes, it was. Wow. Time flies. Time really flies, and you forget which retreat was which. Okay, so let me get into the meat of retreat here. I have lots of notes because I don't want to miss anything. I know we've got lots and lots of new people, and they want information about retreat. So let's get right into it. Retreat is held in South Jordan, Utah. It is just outside of Salt Lake City, just south of Salt Lake City. So it's a straight shot down from the airport if you fly in. Clipping Times wings. Yeah. Thank you for Clipping Times wings, because it is flying right past. Straight shot from the airport to South Jordan. I'm in West Jordan, and this house in South Jordan is about 2 miles, slightly less than 2 miles from my house. Super close. So it's on the border of this side, and I'm on the the border south. So it's really super close. But that is awesome, because if we need anything, we're close enough just to run and get it from my house, because I have tons and tons of stuff. So we rent a private house. There is not a link to send you of the house. It's a private house that I found that the owner rents to us. It is a large house. The family raised 8 children there. So they had enough room for 8 children and their friends. And it's just really large and laid out well. It's an old ranch style house, and it's set back behind some other brand new houses built in the neighborhood. So it feels a little bit secluded, even though it's right there in the middle of the neighborhood. But it feels, would you say that? Feels a little secluded because it's set back.
When you're in the backyard, though, like everybody.
You can, in the backyard, you can see the rest of the neighborhood, all the new houses.
Yeah, everybody can see you.
Yeah.
Lucy
it is
friends with the backyard neighbors.
It is a neighborhood that is good for walking if you like to get out and take a walk or a run every day. And the weather, the beginning of October, will be perfect for that. There is access, easy access, about a block away to a trail that runs up and down the Jordan River. And that's a trail that people will go walk or run or bicycle. The owner also does have bicycles available that if anybody wants to ride, I can just let him know, and he'll have bicycles out that we could ride. So the dates for October retreat are October 2nd to the 9th. That is 2 to 9. 2 through 9, 2024. That is check in on the 2nd and check out on the 9th. So we get a full week. I love a long retreat. I think a lot of you would agree that by the time you pack up all your stuff and you get there, you fly in or you drive in the first day, you're getting everything in, unpacked. You try to set up your station. You're getting a little bit settled. The first day's gone, for that. That's like the 2nd. So dinner will be there waiting for you. You can get in, hang out, get to know the house, relax a bit, get unpacked, get set up. And then we have a full week. On the 9th, we leave about 11 a.m. So that will all depend on if people are flying or driving. If they're driving, often wait till the very last minute, so we don't have to hurry. If you're flying, it'll depend on whenever your flight is, to have to leave from there. But they like us to check out by 11 so that they can get the house cleaned for anything else they might be doing. It is a large house, and they often have family that comes and stays. And when I tell you about our space, you'll understand this. They hold weddings there. They hold quinceañeras there. They hold anniversary parties there, things like that in this space. And so they've always got something going on because it's a huge family. So The 3rd is your birthday, Sarah. Dang it. I wish you were coming too. That would be so fun. That would be so fun. So let me tell you a little bit more about the house. Casey said the house is substantial and also quite large. And he is correct. The house is 2 levels. So there are bedrooms on both floors, on the top floor and on the bottom floor. And so the bedrooms, some people will be up here, some people will be down there. All the bedrooms have, a door that closes. There's enough privacy. It's good insulation. I didn't hear people in any room next to me, through any walls, anything like that. So I asked a couple of other people, and nobody heard, anything at all. So, and I think where I was, the wall to the bathroom where they were singing loud in the shower, they said, I didn't even hear them. So good insulation, a good setup there. Lots of bedrooms and lots of beds. So I will do an overview here. I'm not going to get super specific, but can get more specific with people individually. I'm going to say this. We'll grab, in fact, I'll put the link in chat right now. We'll do it again later, but this link is for the registration form. Here you go. And I'll put it in again towards the end. But it tells you on there the rooms, so the housing as far as occupancy and the price. So you can have triple occupancy, which means 3 people in a room. You could have double occupancy, so 2 people in a room. Single occupancy, if you would like a room to yourself. Then there is the master bedroom. The master bedroom is a little special because it has its own private bathroom, of course, as all masters do, and it has a jetted tub. And so we wouldn't expect people to be coming into your room to go to that bathroom. So getting that bathroom to yourself, if somebody wanted the master bedroom by themselves or bringing a significant other, so you stay in there, there's a price for that. Or if you and a friend are coming together and the 2 of you want to share the master bedroom, knowing that it's a king size bed that you'd be sharing, although there's a huge floor and a recliner, if you need to kick him out of the bed, there's a price for that. And the prices are per person. Now, know that the price includes the retreat, the week, the food, the everything. So when we would go to a hotel, we would have the cost of retreat. We'd have the hotel room that we'd have to figure in and add into all that. And then people would have to make their own hotel reservation. And even when we got a discount on the hotel rooms for having, a large group, it was still over $100 a night for each room. And that just kills me.
I ended up paying about over $1,000 for the week at the hotel.
And that was for the hotel room only.
Yep.
Wow.
Just for me.
Yeah. And see, that kind of kills me, which is why I started the search for a house that would be big enough, sufficient to handle us. So when you look at, if you do want a room all to yourself, $805, that's the entire week. That is not only your room, but all your linens, your bathroom, meals, your crafting station, power, everything. That's the housing. And then there's a charge or a fee for the retreat and a fee for, somebody just went to a retreat or a crop somewhere where they had to pay $40 per person. If they want, that was Sylvia. They had to pay $40 per person if they wanted power to their table. Oh my goodness. Makes me shudder. So yeah. So if you wanted a bedroom all to yourself, you can do that. And $805 gets you that room all to yourself, includes everything. So that is like half the price of the hotel. If you want to double up or triple up, the price there is absolutely incredible. $665 for triple for 3 in a room. $665 including everything. That's half of a good hotel room, and that's it. Now I'm leaving that a little loose because there are some rooms that have the ability to sleep more than the 2 or the 3. And that is because they have bunk beds in them. And what I also found as I went back and looked at my pictures and my notes is that the bunks are all double beds. It's like they're double on the bottom and they're double on top. And I've never seen that before. The bunks that we grew up with were always single. They're little tiny, single on the top, single on the bottom. So these are double beds on the bottom and double bed bunk on the top. I am not including those in available beds because I'm not able to crawl up into a bunk bed right now, so I'm not going to assign anybody a bunk bed. However, if we get full or if somebody says, I would take a bunk bed so that we could bring our price down a little bit, instead of having 3 people in this room will accommodate 5 because there's 2 doubles and a single, and the 2 doubles both have bunks that are doubles. So if somebody can get up there, that will bring everybody's price down a little bit on that room. So just know that there's some adjustment that can be made there if somebody wants to take those double beds. I'm not counting on anybody, any of us. Most of us are of the age that we probably don't want to climb into a bunk bed. But hey, you never know. Maybe we just put a big old rope up there and you swing off the rope. I don't know. You never know what'll happen at HPP. Thanks for simplifying it. Oh, you're so welcome, Jen. I thought it would be a whole lot easier rather than having a cost for this and a cost for that. Here's one cost and it includes everything. Now, that being said, that price will include most meals. And I say most because it kind of depends on how full we get as to how much money there is to do meals. If we fill up and get completely full, that will include all meals except breakfast. Some people don't eat breakfast. Others, it's only coffee. You do have to buy your own coffee. There is a coffee maker there. There's a regular coffee maker, and there's one that takes the little K-cups. So you can bring your own, you can buy your own. We'll make runs to the grocery store. Some people are local here, can already purchase it or can run somebody over to the store. DM or I can run somebody to the store, maybe a fireman's pole to get down. Yeah. And DM would want to go up because that would be fun. Yeah. So know that if you're a coffee drinker, you'll want to, and you'll have opportunity to buy it here. You don't need to drag coffee across the country if you are flying. So I'm not going to deal with breakfast because I know a lot of people don't eat breakfast, so people don't want that figured into their cost. But so if we can fill up, which would be ideal, we'll be able to cover all meals, and that would be amazeballs, I think. Okay, there are. Let's see here. I can tell you roughly, not counting bunk beds, there is one room that, there's one room that is set up then with 3 beds for a triple occupancy. There's another room that has a king sized and another bed. So if you come with a friend and you are willing to share the king size, that could handle 3 for triple occupancy. Otherwise, that's a double. So see why it gets a little convoluted. It's hard to say there's exactly this, exactly that, because as you tell me in your registration form what you want for your room, and if you say I'm coming with a friend, we're willing to share a king size bed, I can give you, something less expensive. So we kind of will have to work with that, everybody, one by one. So there are 4 rooms. Is that right? My notes. So there's 1 triple, there's 4 double rooms, 4 set up for 2. And again, there's another one that is a single that also has a bunk. So that could be a 2. At this point, there are 3 3 set up for singles, except that one with a bunk could become 2. So, there's actually 2 rooms that have a king sized and a single bed. So both of those that are currently on my list as a double occupancy could become a triple occupancy, and that could bring your costs down. So another thought here just entered my mind. I will just throw it out. I've had a couple people say we're only a couple months away, and with planning, they would only be able to take a half a week, and they're close enough that they could drive. So if you can or prefer to come only a half a week, that is possible. I've got, what I'm doing is, so it's the 2nd to the 9th, and that might be like the 2nd to that would be Wednesday to Sunday. I don't know.
Morning.
Sunday, Monday, morning. Sunday. So Wednesday to Sunday, and you can stay all Sunday because the next person can come on Sunday and be there all Sunday to the following Wednesday. So we can split that week for sure. And you can, as long as we have, 2 people, but I've got several people who have said that would be a possibility for them this time. And then they might be able to do the week come spring. Those of you who already said, you can't come in October, but you're interested in the next one. The dates for April retreat at this point are April 30th through May 7th. So that is the first week of May, April 30 through May 7. And so you can put that on the calendar and start looking at that. But all the details I'm giving you about the house are going to stay the same. So that's why I told some people, go ahead and come to hear all the details about it, even if you can't come in October, because the details stay the same. Okay, so I've told you about the bedrooms. Bedrooms are boring. That only thing we do in there is sleep, right? The rest of the house, literally the only time I went to the bedroom was to sleep. And I actually did take a nap one day. So if you need to go or want to go take a nap, because you don't sleep a lot at night, which there's a number of us that are like that. When you go to the bedroom, it's kind of on the other side of the house from the crafting room, and we have a door we can shut there. So it is easy to go take a nap and have some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
The house is large enough that if you want to just get away for a little bit and go sit by yourself and read or meditate or listen to something or whatever it is, the house is large enough that there is plenty of space for you to do that. And that I love. Let me tell you why. In this house, we have a full kitchen, which is where we'll prepare meals. We also have a snack kitchen, which is really, really nice to be able to have them separate. So, and the snack kitchen is right by our crafting area. So literally right outside the door of that room. So it's easy to get to. And that kind of keeps everything separate and doesn't fill the kitchen up with the snacks, and they're always in the way for preparing meals. There is a game room. We can talk more about later what's in the game room. There's a karaoke room. There is a theater room. The theater room is awesome. There are 6 nice leather couches. They all have 3 full seats and plus a big old beanbag chair that DM will fight you for. To sleep in, maybe. 6 couches all set up and in theater style, and a big screen TV. So we really enjoyed some nights, especially the last night before we left. We sat down and we all watched a show together, a movie, which was really cool. Greatest Showman. And then we're all singing the songs for 2 months.
Yep, exactly.
Gets stuck in your head. But if you want to watch, if you just want a break from crafting, you want to go sit down and watch some TV or a movie or something, you can. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. Some people chose not to watch. They just wanted to stay in and work on their project. That is totally okay. And they aren't invasive on each other because we've got a door that we can shut between them. So we have a large dining area. So even if we have 15, 16 people, where we can all sit there to dine, and you don't have to dine on your crafting table, which also is nice. Although you can. I put no restrictions on what you can eat or drink on your table. Your table is either 6 or 8 foot. The majority of them are 8 feet. There are a few that are 6 feet, which we take, we put the 8-foot tables for everyone else first, and take the 6-foot tables if we have to. I am looking for some more 8-foot tables, but you can eat or drink anything you want on your table. You know what I know what my spill rate is. And if I spill it, my drink, it's my own fault. So, that's totally up to you. Let's see. There is, so as I said, an 8-foot station is your own personal crafting station. You will have a power cord to your station. I think it had 3 connectors on it. So you can plug in if you happen to bring a Cricut or your computer. For me, I always have my computer, so that's always got to be plugged in, and then I can plug my phone into my computer, things like that. If you have a drying tool, if you're going to do embossing or whatever it is, you have your own power source that you do not have to share. Includes chairs. We put a chair at each table, but if your table's large enough that if you like a second chair that you can set things on next to you, there's certainly enough chairs to do that. It's kind of, I don't know, sometimes I'm sorting things. It's easier to put things off to the side here and not lose them. I tend to stack things on my table and start losing everything. Let's see. Okay. All of that where we are set up to craft is in an actual literal basketball court. And that's why this house is so fabulous. They built in a basketball court. The ceiling is about 30 feet high, just like regular basketball court, 25 to 30 feet. There are skylights in it. There is overhead lighting. So we do not put lighting on each table because the overhead lighting was really good, except one tiny spot for DM and I, because the light bulb was out. And so I put lighting there for us, but the overhead lighting in general was really good. And during the day, the skylights are really nice. But if you have a lot of people have small outlights that they like to carry and put on their tables when they're scrapping, you are most certainly welcome to do that. And you'll have your own power cord that you could plug those into. So if you keep that in mind, we have a literal basketball court that is our crafting art area. And
it would be a half court.
Yeah, it is. It's actually slightly larger than a half court. No,
yeah.
Well, pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. Who's going to split? Yeah, hairs. We have the measurements.
It reminds me of the one we had in elementary school. You know what I mean? It's not quite the full court.
There's not 2 baskets. There's only one basket because they have rock climbing and stuff on the wall and rollerblading courtesy. Yes, there is room enough when we set up our tables that Michael was rollerblading around the tables with Lucy. That was a lot of fun. But we also had extra tables set up on the side for other things that we kind of did on the side. So even a half or slightly larger basketball court, you can imagine in your mind what kind of space we have to work with there. And it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I like it so much better than the hotel because we're all right there. You don't have to worry about getting dressed to go down in the elevator and who you might see. You can walk into the kitchen or the snack kitchen anytime you want. You can walk into the theater room. You can go to your bedroom. It's all right there. It just feels so much more cozy and at home, yet with the privacy and all the amenities, and honestly, more amenities than we ever got at the hotel. We never got this kind of amenities at the hotel. And when I paid to have food come in from the hotel, oh my goodness, $50 for a tray of cookies. It's crazy. So yeah, we can't do that at the hotel. So you also have at your disposal a washer and dryer. So my feeling is that you bring sweats or a couple pairs of tights or leggings or whatever you're comfortable in, and 3 t-shirts, and just trade them off all week long, and nobody cares. Nobody cares what you're wearing. Here's the dress code: cover what we don't want to see. That's the dress code. That is the only dress code. We don't care what, some people like to be barefoot. Some people are more comfortable in sweats. Other people wear leggings all the time. Whatever it is that, if you've got, beach pants or capris or whatever, the weather's going to be perfect that week. It always is. As long as you've covered anything that we don't want to see, that's all. So, and not to say this in public, but if it's only ladies, then bras not required. So,
I don't think the guys realized some of us weren't wearing bras last time.
Well, they didn't care.
Right.
The guys didn't care because the two of them were there with their significant other. So,
right.
No,
and they did have those really cute PJs that they wore.
Oh, last time we took an afternoon and went to thrift stores, and Michael and Casey found the cutest costume. They were not costume. Well, they're costume onesies. One was Eeyore and one was tie-dye. And they were so adorable. They wore their onesie PJs all the time. They were so cute. Yoga pants, jammies. Yeah, all the things. As long as we're not seeing birthday suits. See, they didn't care. Yep. No makeup. I don't wear makeup. I hardly ever wear makeup here, even anyway. I actually put, I don't wear, I put eyeshadow on for you guys and a little bit of lipstick. Hope you appreciate it. I'm sure you can't even see it, so I don't know why I did. I don't know why I bothered. No makeup during retreat week. There is no judgment. Happy Paper People is the place you go to where you can be yourself, where you can relax, where there is no judgment. There is only positive support, uplifting. The energy is to help and to love and to encourage. We just don't have the negativity, and it's like, who do you hang out with? Do your friends uplift you, or do your friends pull you down? Happy Paper People always will uplift you. That's just how it is. And people who are not like-minded tend to not stick around because they don't fit in. So what? Notice Marianne? Oh.
Jen noticed, but Casey made sure he didn't wear makeup that week.
Oh. So we missed out on that show then, Casey. Was it hard to do? Cupcake needs her morning makeup. We can give her something to stick her face into for sure. Cupcake is Margie's kitty cat, by the way. All right, let me get back to my notes here and see what else we want to tell you about the house. Let's see. Most meals will be provided if we do fill up. All lunches and dinners will be provided. We talked about the tables, the power, the lighting. There's always lots of gifts. I just don't even need to say that again. But we've got a lot of new people who don't know how Happy Paper People operate and kind of how our thing goes. Happy Paper People are very generous people and very kind and giving and loving and sharing. And so half of you will drive. Half of you will have to get in a plane and fly. And when you get in a plane and fly, you don't want to have to be dragging your scissors and your paper trimmer and all of those things. So I'm going to tell you in a minute how you'll know what to bring and what not to bring. But I have extra paper trimmers and I bring those. So you don't need to bring one. If you're not driving and can easily put it in your car and bring it with you, you don't need to bring one. We have one for you. Same with scissors. Happy Paper People share everything and, share, give, gift. It's just the most amazing group. I have been with a lot of retreat groups, a lot of crop groups, and I can honestly say I would put money down to say that it would be the best group you will ever retreat with. Happy Paper People.
I was going to say you could probably come with nothing and you would leave with
with
totally
as
full.
much as, yes, you could come with nothing and still have plenty to work on while you are there. Still have plenty to work on and leave with a whole suitcase full of stuff. In fact, well, let me jump here now and then we'll come back. Once retreat registration is full, then we set up a group chat only for those going to retreat, a chat in Facebook. And this chat allows us to get to know each other better between now and retreat, which is really nice. Being able to do that just as a retreat group, get to know each other, get a feel for everything, be able to talk about stuff. And it's a place also to disseminate information. I have handouts for you of what to bring. Don't forget charge cords and what not to bring or what you don't need to bring, because it'll be there for you. Getting your input on some things. Hi, Sada. Good to see you. Sada Rosario is here. Good to see you. Casey didn't need most of his stuff because it was covered because there's so much there. We will talk about schedule and the things that you can expect and what we'll do. So, and you can do whatever you want to do. If there's something scheduled, you can choose to participate in it or not. You might say, I'm not interested in doing that, so I'll just keep working on my project. You might say, oh, I'd really like to learn that, so I'll, sit in on that class or whatever it is we're doing. So we have that chat where by the time right now, when everybody signs up, everybody's kind of sort of strangers, but by the time you get to retreat, you have a whole house full of best friends. And that is really awesome because you don't have to spend a week getting to know people and feeling comfortable, to become friends before you go home. We are already friends before we get there, which makes the week even better. It makes the week from the beginning like that. I really do love that. So a lot of people tend to bring things. Oh, I've got a lot of these. There's 15 of us coming. I'll bring one for everybody. And that's what Casey meant when he said, I could have not brought any of my stuff and still had plenty, because we tend to do that. We're just that way. All your linens and towels are provided. The washer and dryer, I mentioned that. We do broadcast live a couple of times from retreat to this channel, so the rest of Happy Paper people that aren't able to come to retreat can say hello, kind of see what we're doing. And we have a couple specific activities that we do live that they love to watch. But don't worry, because nobody's face has to go on camera. It's always on our desk so they can see what we're doing, because, we don't wear makeup and we're not dressed up. And so we don't want to appear on camera. But we have a couple of games. I call it games loosely, that are super fun, that the audience loves to watch us play. And we just have so much fun. It's just awesome. We have optional, those who come from out of town sometimes want to take a field trip to thrift stores. Those who are coming from within Utah probably don't want to do that. They can do that anytime. So if somebody wants to from out of town, if there's enough, then we may work that in as an afternoon field trip or something. We have an optional field trip to the HPP Create store, which is at my house, where retreaters can come and just open drawers, go through shelves, go through everything they want. And retreaters always get at least a 35% discount. And I say at least because there are a lot of things that will just be like, $5. It's, there's a lot of them, or whatever it is. And for retreaters, just a really low price. There might be brand new things that we do 35% off, but retreaters always get a really great discount at the store. So that's always fun. Let's see. Oh, also in the house, there is a large dining room table up by the karaoke room if somebody wanted to set up a puzzle or sit around and play cards. Of course, you could play cards down on the dining room table downstairs too. There's just room for everything. Mm-hmm. So We won't talk about meals and things like that until we get registration full. Then when we get into our private chat, then we will talk about it on the registration form. There's a couple things that I ask that I want to make sure that you do be sure you answer. And one is if you have allergies to cats and dogs. Do you have allergies to people? No, I'm kidding.
Now,
those people will not be filling out the registration form, I'm quite sure.
people who wear rose perfume.
Oh, allergies to cats or dogs. And do you have any food allergies? I'd like to know about food allergies. And then when we're in our private chat, we'll discuss food a little bit more. The menu will already be planned out. However, there are alterations that can be made, and we want to make sure that we are cognizant of any food allergies, of people that are gluten-free, you know, all those things. Marty's so allergic to people. So we leave no crafter behind. That's one of our mottos. We have a bunch of them. We
will find a way.
So if you are gluten-free or you are zero carb, you are diabetic, we deal with all of those. Don't you worry. You'll be able to eat. We will have plenty available there and options.
And we'll let you sniff our donuts if you can't have them.
Oh, those who are in Utah will probably understand, especially a couple that live close to me. Dunford Donuts plant is right around the corner from me. And so fresh donuts from Dunford Donuts is always an awesome breakfast, right? And yes. So I bet it can sniff the donuts. But there's another donut place that's kind of new, that Duck Donuts,
which is from North Carolina.
Yeah, that I had never heard of. And we tried to get there last time and we just couldn't fit it in. And we never got there. I still haven't been. I'm kind of sort of saving it for retreat this time. But we can check out Duck Donuts and see if they're any good. You can't avoid sniffing the donuts. You'll leave retreat 5 pounds heavier. No.
Actually, I lost weight last retreat because I was
all the work we were doing. And, you know, some retreats we've had where people really wanted to just go out to eat almost every night because people are from out of state and they want to try different places. Most of our meals will be in this time, although we might cater something in from a restaurant. But the more people we have, the easier it is to do it in, you know, and plan it as a large group. So and those are things that we'll discuss when we get into our private chat there. But on the meals that we will make, there will be lots of good, healthy options. And you don't have to gain 5 pounds if you don't want to. Although if you eat the donuts, that might, I don't know. No, you can go for a walk outside. Let me see if can you think of anything that I missed?
No.
As I look over my list.
You had a pretty good outline there.
Okay, so what I will say is that the rooms are first come, first serve. So if you fill out a registration and you say, I want triple occupancy, then your name goes into that room with 3 people. So then if 4 more come in and say, I want triple occupancy, the first 2 will get the triple occupancy. And then the others might have an option to share a king bed. I won't just assign anybody to share a king bed. I'd have to talk to people individually. But so what I'm saying is, if you know you want to come, the only thing that you need to pay right away is your $50 deposit that guarantees your seat. So get the registration form. I will put the link in again because I still have it here to click and paste. Here's the link to the Google Doc form to fill out. What was that?
I have no idea.
Oh, I just accidentally hit. I think I can delete that. There we go. Beware of spooks. Oh, Penny. I will tell that story at retreat, Penny. That was at a hotel, so no worries. We snack a lot. Yes, we do. And oftentimes people like to bring their favorite snacks, put them in the snack kitchen, and we all share them. Oh, I did forget something. In the snack kitchen, there are 2 popcorn makers. They are the big professional kind. One is for kettle corn, and one is for regular popcorn. And if we want kettle corn or regular popcorn, the owner will do both of those for us. And even better, I mean, I thought I was going to eat popcorn and I really didn't, because better than that is the big commercial ice cream maker.
Yeah, Casey had said these a while back.
He did say that, and I saw it and I knew it was on my list, and it is on my list here, and I totally missed it. There's a commercial ice cream machine that has 2 types of ice cream. We typically just do vanilla and chocolate. So you can do vanilla chocolate or a twist. And that sits right there in the snack kitchen. Sarah made many meals out of ice cream. I did too. Yes. And that's probably why we gained 5 pounds. But
I didn't eat as much of that as I expected.
You thought you would?
Yeah.
I didn't eat any popcorn, and I thought I would. Instead, I went for ice cream. Ice cream in a bowl, ice cream in a ice cream cone, ice cream in a little taco cup that the cinnamon sugar was like a churro cup that DM brought, whatever.
Or I found there, yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of fun. In that same room, there's a pool table if you want to play pool. But there's just so much to do. There's a piano. There is a piano. We could have a sing-along. All play, everybody sing. There's so much to do, and there is so much room in that house. There are 4 bathrooms. I don't think I hit that. There are 4 bathrooms, so whoever's in the master will be sharing the master bathroom. And then there are 3 other full bathrooms to be shared among the others. So they'll be kind of divided up, and you'll see how those are as we get room assignments. We'll have the bathroom assignments there. So of course we have to share with 2 or 3 or 4 other people, in the bathrooms, but that's okay. That's never a problem. Sitting and crafting, I won't tell anybody that, you don't have to shower every single day, maybe, huh? Nah, as long as you don't. No. Lucy will steal the balls from the pool table. Yes, Lucy loved to play. She got obsessed with pool when Michael was playing pool. Well, let me look down here and see if I forgot anything else. Yep, you can get away by yourself. There's lots of places for that. The commercial ice cream maker, the popcorn, the kettle corn.
There's lots of parking.
Oh, tons of parking. For those who are driving, there is tons of parking. You don't have to park on the street. You get to pull in a kind of a long driveway, and then it's open spot. So there's plenty of parking for everybody there. And it's a straight shot down the freeway or the highway that they are actually widening right now. And they're doing away with lights and going over the top of corners. So it'll be more like a freeway. So that's going to happen for October before you get here. So just know that I encourage you to go in and do your registration early so that you can designate what kind of room you want. That's the most important thing. If it's important to you that you have a room by yourself, and it is to a lot of people. I like having a room by myself. Even in college, I preferred not having roommates. I preferred just having, myself. That's okay. Something like this, I will have 2 to a room or 3 to a room, because all I'm going to do in there is sleep. I'll sleep wherever I have to sleep to be at retreat. It's that good. However, I know that, and if you are coming with a friend and there's a place for you to designate on the form that here's a friend that I'm coming with. I want to make sure we're rooming together. Okay. Place to put that. There's a place on the bottom for you to add any other notes or comments or questions. And I can give you a call. We can talk about anything that we need to. But so rooms are first come, first serve. It's on there whether you want a single, double, triple occupancy. If you want to claim the master, all of those things, I just encourage you to get your registration in right away so that you can claim what kind of room that you want. Just trinkets from retreat. Well, gremlins, still little
Jen
things.
saying she's still finding stuff in a car.
Still finding little things in her car.
That's because Jen is an excellent packer and filled that car.
Oh my goodness.
There was space. She put something little in it.
There was stuff everywhere. And I'm sure it's still now and then falling out from underneath the seats.
Yep. We are right at an hour, Marianne.
We are? Oh, we are so good. Wow. We are. And that's even spending the first 10 minutes saying hello to everybody. Are there any unused, unloved trinkets turn into gremlins? Oh, we have prizes and gifts and all kinds of stuff. You know, those things are always there. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on those. Mostly I wanted to, all the new people who've never been and aren't familiar with Happy Paper People Retreats to hear a little bit more about it. Know that I'll ask everybody in chat and DM's been there multiple times. Most of the people in chat have been there at least once, some multiple times. Is this a vacation / retreat / trip unlike any other that you've ever taken?
It's awesome. That's why I keep coming back.
Yeah. Is this a retreat / crop that just is not like any other crafting event you've ever been to?
No, it's not like any other.
And have you ever
much more homey?
Have you ever been to a Happy Paper People retreat where there was anybody there that you just wanted to get away from that just wasn't amazing? No, everybody is always amazing. Just amazing, amazing people, and so kind and nice. Mm-hmm. Rearranged for the dog. Yeah, she had to rearrange the whole car too to get the new dog in there. Yes, we love Tetris. That's one of our favorite games. That's, we're not craft hoarders. We're craft Tetris players.
That's right.
And we're quite good at it. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad you had the opportunity to come as well, Sarah, and can't wait till you can come back. And Penny, can't wait till you can come back as well. And know that the next one is planned for April 30 to May 7 of 2025. If you're not able to come in October, get that on the calendar, and we'll get typically at the fall retreat in October, we put out the registration form for the spring retreat. So if you want to start planning now, saving up, preparing, that registration form will come out at this retreat during one of the lives, and people can get signed up for that ahead of time. Only been to retreat via the lives, and compared to my local retreat, HPP is tops. Sylvia has been to a lot of local retreats in Washington, a lot. For years, she's been doing that. And she's also at all the lives that we broadcast from HPP Retreat. Those are so much fun because we get to bring the whole HPP family in for a little while into our retreat. So if they aren't amazing, they get turned into a brick. I love that. Everybody's always amazing. Everybody is. We've never had a problem. We've never had a fight. Never had a fist fight. No, no. It's kind of a weird place to go, to say that. Yeah.
Everybody is friendly.
We've never had an issue with anybody. Everybody's always amazing. So, mwahaha. Oh, any questions before we sign off? Are there any questions about retreat? Is there anybody that is here that has just been listening to learn about retreat that has not spoken up in chat? So I may not know that you're here. I see a lot of our admin is participating in chat. That was just a warning, Margie said. Margie has the best sense of humor ever. Hi, Mindy. Have you ever had someone from Southern Utah join? Mindy, okay, here's the thing. I've only ever had one other person from Utah. Everybody else comes all the way from across the country. And I can't wait to have more Utah people. Oh, and there's Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Yes. Mindy, where are you? Are you St. George, Cedar City? I think Jackie's from back east. No, I'm sorry. Jackie's from Utah too. Jackie's just from about 20 minutes up the street from me.
The only other thing that I might put in is anybody who thinks that they're coming, in the back of your head, if there's anything that you want to learn to do, or you just want a little tutorial, or you've never done and you'd like to try it, let us know once we get that coming up.
That's on the registration form. That's on the registration form. If there's something, and it says if there's a class you'd like to see, but that could just be, you know, I'd like help getting a little bit better at bookbinding, or at this or that, or I'd like to learn how to do, you know, whatever. You can put that in there. And as she said, we will talk about that more when we get the private chat going. So here's the thing, Mindy. I lived in Arizona. Well, okay. Those from Utah can hear this 30-second story. I grew up in Logan, Utah, Cache Valley. And then right after Utah State, I don't have my Utah State t-shirt on. I usually do. Right after Utah State, I moved to Alaska. And then I went from Alaska to Arizona. I was in Arizona for 28 years. And I just, about 7 years ago, moved back to Utah, but moved to St. George. No, not St. George. She's from St. George. Moved to West Jordan. Here I am looking at her comment going, yeah, I'm in St. George. No, she's in St. George. Moved to West Jordan. So when I moved to West Jordan, I didn't know anybody here. I grew up in Cache Valley. And so, you know, everybody I went to high school with is up there, but I didn't know anybody in this area. And so when I started Happy Paper People and it started online, everybody was from everywhere else. So we've got people from all over the country, literally all 4 sides of the country, and including Canada. In fact, we've had somebody from Canada come to 3 or 4 retreats. She's from Calgary, and it's just she actually, the last time she came, she was the closest flight of everybody who came, because you guys on the other coast had a lot farther to go than her. And so I met one lady, that's Angie, who lives in Taylorsville. And Angie has come several times. She couldn't come last time because of surgery. But Angie's the only one that I've ever had from Utah. And we've really never marketed it or even gone outside of Happy Paper People to let anybody know about this retreat that's going on. So if they came into Happy Paper People, they became aware of it. If not, then how would any know, you know? So this time I decided I want to meet some more crafty people from Utah, because I don't know crafty people from Utah. And if there's people in Utah that are interested in more frequent 3-day or 4-day, you know, shorter crops or retreats, I would be willing to do that throughout the year. You know, but people to fly in, every one of you have told me that if I'm going to fly or drive, you know, to do that and pack everything up, I want to stay for a week, because it's just too much. And I agree. It's just too much for a couple of days. Australia. Yes. We have people in Australia. Yes, all over the world. So yes, I'm very excited. I know I'm like a kid in the candy store. I'm so excited to meet some new friends. I really am. I am so excited to meet some new friends that are actually here in Utah. St. George is awesome. Depending where exactly you are, it's 4 hours and 15 minutes maybe to get to the retreat house. Super, super close. For Jackie, it'll be about 20 minutes. She's in West Valley. Let's see. Was it that? Yeah, I know. That is kind of crazy, isn't it, Mindy? Mindy, are you in Stampin' Up? Yeah, you know, the price, I just love this so much better than a hotel. So much better than a hotel, because it's more comfortable, as well as half the price of a hotel. Yeah. So, yeah. So really, yes. Oh, Mindy, yes, you can bring anything you want to work on. And I'm going to say this. So Mindy, go back and watch from the beginning. We started about 5:10 We took about 10 minutes to just say hello to people. Go back and watch from the beginning because I went through everything, literally itemizing everything off my list. So, and you can even put it on time and a half. I know I talk kind of fast, but I'm sure that you can still put it on time and a half and understand. But go back and watch that. You'll get all those answers. If you have not friended me already on Facebook in the group, shoot me a friend request. You'll find me an admin right there. Make sure you follow the YouTube channel, but make sure you join the Facebook group. I think all of you guys already have. Stampin' Up! People are absolutely welcome. We don't discriminate and we don't focus only on any one thing. So it will never be if somebody's creative memories or Stampin' Up! Or whatever it is, that's, all. It's not a place for people to come set up and make it a sale thing for them. It's not like a vendor location. But if somebody wants Stampin' Up! Things and you get to know them in the chat ahead of time and they want something, you can certainly, sell things and then bring it to them. We also have, and all of this will go over when we get into our private chat with the group that's actually coming, but you are allowed to sell things there. And we'll tell you how that works. But yes, it's all inclusive. It's absolutely amazing. Watch it from the beginning. I agree. It's more fun being all together than in separate hotel rooms. Yeah. Let me go back here. Jackie, you were here from the beginning, I think. Yes, I like that it's a whole week too. I just hate getting all that stuff packed up, planned, especially craft supplies. And you take a day to unpack. You're there for 2 days and you pack up. It's just too much. Too much, all inclusive. Okay, so I'm going to cut it off here because we're just over an hour. So anybody who came in late can go back and watch. Fast forward it to about 5:10. It's about where we started, 5:11, something like that. Watch it through. The link, I'm going to post it again here, just so that it's kind of the last thing. The link for registration is in the Facebook group. It is pinned. Oh, it did that again. I don't know what. Oh, will you check that link? That's the tail end of the link. See if the link actually goes to it. The link may be too long to go in there. And that is the tail end of the link. So
no, it goes through.
Good. Okay. So there's the link to the registration. Register right away so you can claim what kind of room you want. Talk to friends if you want a friend to come with you. It's also pinned in a featured post at the top of the Facebook group, so you can get the link to the registration form right there. But yeah, go back and watch it, get all the details. And if you have other questions, shoot me a private message. Absolutely. And then we'll get the private chat going as soon as we've got all the registration in and we know exactly who is coming. If you're flying, you definitely want to stay a week. Yes, absolutely. And people in Utah, it's even better because they can drive. They don't have to worry about how much stuff they bring and all this stuff they end up taking home. That's the hardest part. So people who are flying, I always encourage them to pack one suitcase and put it inside another suitcase because you're going to go home with your second suitcase full. They always
or third. I packed 3 suitcases in one.
Yes, you did. Some people will pack a box and then I go ship it home for you. Other people, for those watching the replay that are flying in, I did not mention this and I should have, but a lot of people will pack a box with their supplies, things they don't want to take on the plane, and they will ship that to me ahead of time, a week or 2 ahead of time. That will be waiting on your table for you when you arrive. Yeah, we just try to take care of everything. We're there to help. We're family. We're the Happy Paper People family. So, all right, if there's no other questions, I too, Sylvia, am proud to be a member of a positive, uplifting group, and I love that. Everyone in this group is so generous and encouraging. Yes, absolutely. Good night, Queen Victoria, also AKA Margie. Thank you, DM, for being here. I'm excited now. We got to get busy planning now because I'm all excited. Mm-hmm. So can't wait to get the registrations in, start getting rooms assigned, and be able to talk in the private chat. That's the funnest part, is to get the retreat group together to chat and start making plans. So we will see you guys in the group. Today is Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. We will have Monday Jumpstart, Monday at noon. We'll get that event created very soon. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye.